Our top story is the top-of-the-line camera, the Fujifilm X-T5 camera. Now, 40.2 megapixel sensor, and of course, for those of you that understand, this is a big deal on a camera. May not sound like a lot on a phone. This is fantastic. 160 megapixel images with pixel shift. In-body image stabilization is included. Twice the processing speed as before, 6.2K at 30 frames per second, so that you can even shoot video, even though this is not a video-centric camera at all. Increased battery life, and just for the body, you do pay 1,58,000 rupees.
Fujifilm is back with another flagship camera as part of its X-T series. This time it's the X-T5, and it took its time entering the Indian market, but it's here and we're excited to test it out. Here's a quick glimpse of all the top features this camera has to offer.
In terms of the design, Fuji cameras have maintained the traditional analog look, which is a charm in itself. Fuji has been very consistent with its ergonomics across the X-T series, except for some minor changes. The immediate predecessor, the X-T4, had a different screen. Fuji has gone back to the three-way tilting LCD screen, most likely because the camera is primarily for photographers and the tilt screen offers a faster and more efficient way to capture photos. The X-T5 is also lighter than the X-T4, but the difference is barely noticeable. It also has a bigger grip, which can be a positive change depending on the size of your hand. Besides this, the design is about the same, with lots of dials to easily adjust settings on the go. A highlight feature of this camera is that it has a 40.2 MP BSI imaging sensor for improved picture quality. It has twice the processing speed as the X-T4. The camera also comes with subject detection, which helps keep your main subject in focus. In the X-T3 version, it detected the eye to maintain focus, but now the camera is able to identify specific subjects, which increases accuracy. The most unique feature that this camera brings to the table is its 160 MP image capturing feature via the pixel shift multi-shot option. The final image is a compilation of multiple frames, leading to a clearer and more detailed image that also has very good color depth and accuracy. Fuji has also increased the battery life on this camera, which was a needed upgrade. The company claims that the battery life is up to 740 frames, which is a good ascension from the 600 frames that the X-T4 offered. We were able to use it for 3 to 4 hours, running on only half the battery life.
So you just got a quick highlight of this amazing X-T5 camera that Fujifilm has introduced. And as promised, I have someone very special here. We have Abhishek here, who's been a long time Fuji user. And you can see he has his X-T3 here with him. So he tried both these cameras today. Right now, can you tell our viewers a little bit about what your first or initial reaction was when you started using this?
So I was very happy to use the X-T5. The primary thing I would say is the experience of shooting it is greatly improved by the enhanced grip, because it seemed like in the X-T3 my pinky finger always hung off the body a little bit, but this it seems like I can get my entire hand around it. And to top it all off, the new film simulation, nostalgic negative, that I love it when cameras try to emulate older analog cameras. That felt really good to shoot, and I felt that the color profile was really well defined and just pleasing.
But what are some things that you felt like in this particular area it fell short of, reaching that potential?
So one of the things I would have really loved to see, especially when you're out shooting in the bright outdoors, is a really bright LCD and EVF. Like the EVF, sure, I can put my eye to it, but if I'm shooting waist level, which the screen really enables, just not being able to see the screen without having to cover my eyes or cover the screen in some way or find some shade, that really hampered the experience of shooting waist level.
Would you upgrade, or would you suggest someone who has an X-T3 camera like you, would you tell them, yes, you should upgrade it?
Like there is a chunky upgrade that you will see going from the X-T3 to the X-T5. Things just feel nicer. Even the build quality seems just that much better. So if you are able to, you should definitely upgrade to the X-T5.
The X-T5 has come a long way from the X-T3 and has also improved significantly from the X-T4 in terms of its performance and quality, and it definitely has a lot to offer. But we do wonder whether the cost of 1,58,000 is a bit on the pricey side just for the body. Now beyond this, you also need lenses, and according to how many you buy or which one you choose, it can get really heavy on your pocket. So if you are looking for a cheaper alternative, there are a lot of other cameras out there. We are curious whether Fuji themselves is going to provide a little bit more affordable option for this series in particular, and we look forward to that. But otherwise, it's a great option for those who are willing to invest. It has quite a lot of features to offer.